Hello everybody. So today I'm on my way to shoot some more videos for y'all. It's nice and early. It's actually before 9 o'clock, and the reason why I started so early is because it's already 83 degrees outside. So in a matter of a couple hours it's probably going to be over 100. And I wanted to shoot this little video here. So first and foremost, this stupid airbag light is on again. This is unbelievably frustrating. Right after I replaced this seat belt thing, whole assembly with the new seat belt and the sensors and the buckle and everything, the light went away. I was so happy. It was like that for a week and a half, something like that. And then this morning I get into the car, I go driving, and it's again beeping. And man, this is not good. Well, it's not the worst thing to happen, but still rather frustrating that went away for a week and a half. I came back, so I don't know what else to do anymore. So obviously I have to go back to the mechanic. I'm going to ask him to diagnose it again. I mean, I don't know if it's the part that failed, the sensor again that burned out, or something. I don't know. But obviously I'm going to have to figure this out, because the light alone doesn't bother me. It's more along the lines that it beeps. So it beeps when you first start it, and then it beeps about every 20 minutes. So anyway, the reason for this video is not for this light, because that's going to be another subject for another day. Probably not going to film or do anything with it until, the following weekend. Today is a Sunday, so can't do much with that. But I wanted to make this video about this fuel economy thing. I don't even know what to call it, a gauge, a meter, something. So I wanted to raise a question. Is this the most useless feature on the last generation Lincoln Town cars? So as you can see, I'm driving on this long stretch of road, heading towards some dealerships to film more videos for y'all. And it got me thinking, so this fuel economy thing, as far as I know, this is only on the last generation of Lincoln Town cars. I don't believe it was on any of the previous generations. But mine being an 06, it's on there, and I think it was on the last iteration, I think from 03 as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure on that. But it's definitely on this, on my car. And, number one, why in the world did they put it in here? This is a 4.6 liter giant V8 that doesn't make a whole lot of power. That, I'm stopped at a light. That really just tells you, is your miles per gallon going up or going down? And, for a car that's rated, in the teens for the city, and I think it's rated 24 on the highway, but I'll be honest with you, I have not gotten that much on the highway. And all it really does is just give you these little bars, so you can kind of see and see, you can see my RPMs here to the right. So it's barely, it's barely over, no, it's actually under 1500 RPMs. I'm doing what, 46, 47. And as soon as I press on the gas just a little bit, not a lot, it goes down. And then when you let go, it fills up the graph. Now, the funny thing is, so I reset my MPGs right before starting to film. See, I got a full tank, so this is what I've been driving since this morning to get to. So 365. Average fuel economy, okay, 19.7, 19.8. And then this. So I'm definitely, even if I improve, even if I let go of the gas at all, yeah, it fills it up. But then as soon as I barely press it, see my RPMs jump? It goes down to nothing. It barely used over 2,000 RPMs when I did that. So I want to raise a question. Why did they do it? Who cares? Why? Sorry, I had to pause the last video. But anyway, why would they put this in here? Who was this intended for? Was this intended for the hypermilers who want to maximize their, average, 20 miles a gallon of Lincoln Town cars? Or did they put this because there was some sort of a government mandate to, put something green? Like you have to do something green in your car, it doesn't matter what it is. even if it's just, you know, making the background of your gauges green, or, you know, you have to put some sort of a silly gauge here, which does absolutely nothing, which pretty much sinks to the bottom whenever you use any sort of acceleration, or that just basically goes the other way as soon as you press on the brake. So I don't know. So after thinking about it long and hard, I do think that this is probably the most useless feature of a Lincoln Towncar. Well, that and the airbag light that pops up for no reason at all, and that just keeps requiring me to waste my time and money to get fixed. And trust me, if it wasn't for beeping, I would probably just let it go, but the beeping is annoying, so they knew what they were doing. So yeah, I want to hear your comments on this. Do you think this is the most useless feature on a Towncar, or do you think that there's something else? So you see, I just slammed the brakes because I got a red light, and it was nice and green for a second. Then I stopped, and then it disappeared again. And what am I getting now? 16.2. So obviously not looking good as far as being green. So yeah, this gauge. Does anybody ever drive their Lincoln Towncar and, you know, while looking at it, trying to hypermile this thing? And I wonder also, is this thing on a Mercury Grand Marquis of the same era and also on a Crown Victoria? Let me know in the comments. It would be nice to spark a conversation regarding this gauge, because it's something weird, and something that when I first noticed it, my fuel economy, like I first, when I got into this car, when I was buying it, you know, it wasn't running. I honestly forgot all about it. So I was looking at it and be like, what is that? And then as I started driving, I'm like, oh, would you look at that? So anyway, yeah, let me know. What do you guys think? Is this thing worth it? Is this useless? I think it's useless, but let me know what you think. Thanks a lot.